Hello. It's very delicious. Welcome to episode 19. Hi.
Oh, we're just doing it, huh?
Tyler's impatient.
I'm hot off a car crash.
Wait, what?
Oh, yeah.
Again?
What?
Oh, yeah.
Oh!
I'm okay. I'm fine. My car's fine.
Oh.
We're good.
This is the second time he's done
This
this.
hasn't happened since last season.
It's a throwback. But yeah, we're good.
Sorry.
No, it's fine.
Terrible.
It's fine. But yeah, welcome to episode 19. Hayden's gonna announce things.
Woo! Yeah, I'm ready for that. Oh gosh, I'm a little thrown off by the car crash thing and the audio levels before this. So I'm ready. Let's just do it. Let's get in there.
Yeah, let's do it, man.
From car crash.
Let's get in there. I'll start off by telling y'all, here's where you can find us, because the internet's a big, scary place, and we're just like over in our little corner of it. So head on over to our Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube. You can find us on all of those platforms, and you can find our Discord in the link in our Instagram bio, and also on the website, rollslayers.com. Because come talk to us. We like hanging out with you, and we like talking about the show and about probably some other stuff too.
Mostly other stuff.
Well, we had zucchini recipes today. That was pretty good. I like zucchini, so I'm all about them.
Graphic design.
We also, you don't like zucchini. We're not going to litigate zucchini right now. I don't think. We don't have the time, and they don't pay us enough. Speaking of paying us enough, you should pay us a little bit on our Patreon, patreon.com/rollslayers. A little bit for the price of a cup of coffee a month, I think.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's about right.
I'm just thinking
The
of
price
an
of-
SNL skit.
Yeah, the price of a cup of coffee a month. You can donate money to this podcast, which we mostly just use to make the audio a little bit better. That's kind of it. So if you like listening to it and you're like, I think this should be better, just sign on up. We got all kinds of bonus stuff in there. We got Tyler's supposed to upload a map of the dungeon that we did a while ago, and I hope he's done that by now.
Yeah. It was scary.
Well, that'll be there soon, I promise. And also there's a bunch of one-shots and stuff like that on there, extra bonus content from varying points in this podcast history. So go check all that stuff out. Speaking of this podcast's history, see, I'm going to keep segueing at one into the other. It's going to be really smooth and good. We've been using a certain kind of mini for a very long time, and those are from Eldritch Foundry. We use them, one, because they're really good, and two, because you can move the arms and legs in all different directions. And we like both of those factors a lot. So, go get yours at Eldritch Foundry and use our code ROLLSLAYERS at checkout for 15% off. Get your STL files, get the minis made, get whatever you want. Just go get it. Musical partners. Let's just have a moment to listen to the sounds that I'm sure are playing right now in the background. Did you not turn the music on?
No, we don't run music in the background for our intros. We just
Well, run it for a second. Do you feel how calming that is? Well, you can hear all of them when you listen to the playlist Tyler put together using music from Beyond Skyrim, from Scanlan Short Halt Music, and from Celestial Aeon Project. Those three make up all the background sounds that you're hopefully still hearing now, but I can't tell because I'm talking into this microphone. And in addition to that, we have the sound effects, and those are from something called... Molly doesn't believe me anymore.
I would like to say it just never gets old.
Should I just get a post-it
I'm wondering
note?
if it's an actual bit.
No, it's not a bit. It's a
Not
problem.
it. I'm
That's called It's not coming to me today. Sorry,
buddy.
folks.
Sirenscape.
Sirenscape.
It's like the only one I actually remember because you
I mean, how
can't.
could you forget? How could anyone forget Sirenscape?
Here you go, Hayden. I just uploaded it on Patreon.
Ooh.
You're welcome.
Hey, there you go. So get on our Patreon. You can check out the map. Use it for your own games. Better. And finally, let's talk about World Anvil. Tyler, what did you most recently do in your World Anvil?
I prepped for this game.
Well, give us one minor detail, and you can abstract it as necessary so we don't get spoils.
I made a church called the Church of the Blood Moon.
That's terrifying.
Yeah,
Does sound
Does that mean we're gonna get out of this creepy forest today?
maybe.
Who knows?
Or have werewolves.
Walk fast.
So, you know,
We're
when you
all
think up your
blindfolded.
cool ideas for your own home game, how about you just add them to your own World Anvil? And you can get yours at worldanvil.pxf.io/rollslayers. Yeah, use that link to check out and, get to work. You got a lot of great ideas to jot down, buddy.
Pal.
That's all.
That's all the announcements we have. I'm gonna play the game now. So, last we left off, the party made their way deeper into the Faded Timberlands, blindfolded, suffering from some sort of ailment that dulled and then raised the senses, and made camp. The Gith siblings confronting Leaf about his wanted posters, his past to a degree, and Leaf gave them forthright answers. They went to bed unaware of the beings watching them. However, as the watches progressed, the party noticed deformed, baggy-skinned humanoids with shrunken features on their face, tiny ears, pinpricks of eyes, like in the bulges and sags of this face, silently watching, to their dismay. Though Falosh warned them that, or cleared them for the party, said they're harmless. They are unfortunate souls, victims of the forest. And so the party retired for the night and traveled another day before bedding down again. This time, a voice ringing out in the evening to Leaf. Who are you? Why are you here? You won't leave this forest. This is the elven gentleman you were sent to hunt down, the poacher. And combat was initiated.
Boy, was it.
Boy, was it.
Sorry.
Swiftly, the odds of the battle turned against the party as this poacher was not the only one there. Indeed, there were other horrors and nightmares within the fog, including insect-like creatures and these hyena-like hoofed creatures with ichor and slobber drooling from their mouths, red eyes. Fog dogs.
Foggy
That's
dogs.
it.
With hooves.
Like that moves.
Setting flame to the trees, but reestablishing the fog barrier with these burning braziers of herbs. The party was able to dispatch Gilnick, I believe his name was, before settling. That's where we pick up.
So, what is still on fire?
The
Oh,
trees.
right.
All of the trees.
Like around us or like one side?
One side of the forest.
Okay,
Towards where we were going?
Towards where Gilnick fled and died.
Okay. I guess we don't know where we came from.
No, you
Does
you
anybody
guys
have-
would be lost.
Like ice magic?
Does it seem like the fire is spreading?
That's a good question.
Make a nature check for me.
I don't know how good. Where is it?
I have a lot of fire magic.
Yeah, I do too. That is not helpful.
Burn it
is
down
not
fast.
very good at nature.
Okay. It'll probably go out on some.
How about, can I make a survival check?
Sure.
Can we survive this fight?
Maybe.
That's 18.
If it spreads, the wind is blowing in the opposite direction. You can see the swirls in the fog. But if it spreads, it will likely spread just from tree to tree in that direction. There is a chance that the wind will turn at some point in the evening back towards you. So you know, not completely safe.
This late in the evening, I'm willing to spend a few spell slots to cast the exploding ice knife spell. Because those are like, I think, 10-foot bursts of ice. And so I think wherever we think that edge of spreading fire is, these would try hitting 2 or 3 of those trees
Okay.
to mitigate the spread of fire.
Go ahead and roll the damage for those ice knives for me.
And Tyler, how tall are the trees? About
These are pretty inhumanly tall trees. If you remember, these are about twice the height of the trees of the Brownwood. So around like 120 feet.
my dinky little 15-foot cold cone isn't going to quite do the trick on that one, I don't think.
I mean, you can get some of the lower boughs or maybe some of the stuff on the underbrush. It was a fireball. There is also ground on fire.
That's true, and it was cast relatively low. There is a chance that we can. I'm gonna cast Dragon's Breath, which gives me a minute of cones.
Yeah.
What if I could make you jump higher to use your magics up higher in the tree?
Oh, you can do that?
Yes.
I thought you couldn't do any magic.
Well,
I mean,
there
I thought-
are a few things that we can do as Githyanki. It's just like
I shouldn't be choosing now to ask about this. I'm sorry. If you can help me jump higher, I will breathe cold all over the trees.
He'll like dig a couple of grasshopper legs out and eat them. Yeah, sure. Like we never have done
It's
this.
canon now.
Yeah, I like eat them, and then
Leaf raises an eyebrow at that.
let me. Yeah. Your.
Touch him.
Yeah, so I like grab your shoulder, chomp on it, glow a little bit green. Your jump distance is tripled for a minute.
Okay. Jump distance. I guess that goes to height too.
It does.
I don't know how high I can jump per se.
Vertical jumps, I think.
I don't know.
I'll look it up, but I mean, with this, you're going to be able to.
Okay, I've got 15 feet. I can have a minute of it. Can I spritz down all the trees around it?
Go ahead and just roll 2 d20s for me, and I'll add that to what's the amount of damage you rolled, Jed?
2 castings of it at 2nd level. That was a total of 25 damage. Most of it's cold.
Okay. And it's 3 plus your strength modifiers, your vertical jump, Aiden.
It's 3 plus my strength modifier.
Oh.
I can jump 1 foot.
No. You're weak. Okay.
What?
So you can jump 3 feet now.
So I'll aim high.
Wow.
Yeah.
Great.
But with what were the 2 d20s?
What's that? 5 and a 9.
Okay. Over the course of a good 20 minutes of Greg or Leaf jumping and bursting out cold damage on some of the lower boughs and the trunks, and Visa getting the things higher up, you guys are able to put a sizable dent in the fire and don't feel like it's close to spreading. As this happens, Thalosh will wander out into the fog, dragging back the body eventually of Gilnick.
Thank you. Yes.
Is dragging it out into the fog or dragging it back from the
to-
fog?
Back from the fog
Oh, word.
into the circle.
Yeah, and just remind me, do we know that there's a bounty out for Gilding?
Yes.
Yes.
Ah.
Yeah.
So I guess as Mert sees Falosh coming in with the body, big old toothy goblin grin, realizing what this means for the party, and just like trying to make eye contact with everybody.
I would see his gaze and kind of start walking over to the body and ask Falosh, so what are we going to do with him now?
We take the reward!
Well, yes, but someone would have to probably carry the body, or do we have to
I got a bag of holding, and
Oh God.
fit inside your bag?
well, not all of them.
Oh, just like his head.
Yeah.
Okay, can we look at anything he has before we cut off the head?
Yeah.
Sure. Not a problem.
Zek finds this very reasonable, and I am like, bleh.
Good y'all were in a group. I didn't know that this fella had such friendly nature with the beings in this forest.
The beings, what is that?
The
Be-
creatures.
The beings.
The beings.
Not beings,
I
beings.
thought you said beings. What are
Beings.
You guys are all just saying beans.
Like as in human being.
Okay. I heard beings.
Real human
oh,
beings.
What's a being? I don't know.
No, please don't
Chandler.
post that horrible bean from last time we talked about beans. I don't remember what it was, but it was horrible.
I don't remember.
It was you, I'm pretty sure.
I don't know what you're talking about though.
Okay, anyway, I look at his body and see what he has.
Same.
You see several thick coins of rose gold with inscriptions you're not sure the language of.
How many of them?
Probably like 6.
Oh, Mert's definitely gonna, like, realizing that there's 6 of them and then there's 6 of us, Mert is absolutely gonna take one.
Okay.
Can I cast detect magic on those?
Sure. They are non-magical.
They're okay. They're not.
Cool.
There's no weirdies. Okay.
You find a longbow that is pretty ornately crafted of what looks to be like yew wood with silver trappings on where the strings meet either side, as well as like this like engraved like hand guard where the hand would rest on the bow. You find a skinning kit for like hunting, as well as a long tapered knife,
Ooh, I want to check that out.
and I believe that's it.
Is there anything, I mean, Mert wouldn't know, but like looking at the knife and the bow,
With the detect magic still up from the coins, the bow does give off a magical essence. The knife does not.
word.
I would take all the things and find places to put them with my things.
Okay.
Like Mert is gonna, I guess, look at Zay in regards to the bow, and he's not sure how to ask, but like, definitely excited about it.
You like this bow, Mert?
Well, it can shoot from far, and that might that might be useful. I don't know.
You don't have a long ranged.
Well, I have
Pulls out like a dagger or two. And,
I have these. It's hard to throw.
Oh, you can use this bow then. Can you operate it with your stature?
is it a longbow?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. No, I cannot.
I was gonna say, I was like,
Proficiency. Darn
can I show you how to
Can
She
you
would-
use
I was
this?
so excited.
She would like
No.
give it to
No,
him in
it's
his
like
hand.
it's twice his size, probably.
On second thought, probably not.
Maybe I can show you or let you figure out how to use it somehow. Maybe, or you can like fashion you something to make it easier for you to use with your short stature.
or just
we could
like
just
a regular bow.
find you a shorter one,
That would probably be easier.
Like a crossbow.
that's what I was thinking.
That works.
I
Oh, like
forgot.
this, and I would pull out my crossbow, and be like, "You like this one?"
Oh, what is? I think I've seen those before.
Yes, you just kind of hold it with one hand instead, and she would
He'll,
like
he'll
show
take it and
him.
kind of inspect it.
What? How?
There should be like a trigger on it.
Almost as if he's more familiar with it than he's giving himself credit for, is kind of able to hold it with some degree of finesse, as it were.
I will show you. I will teach you, Mert. It is not that difficult, but there are some tricks to know.
Can I pick up the coins and like look at them?
Sure. Real quick, I forgot. Can you make an investigation check?
Yes, I can.
For the body.
Oh, can I do that as well? Or
Sure.
just one person?
But I'm gonna let her do it first since she.
Got it.
I'm gonna cast guidance on myself.
Okay. Nice.
Oh. Well, that's an 11.
Okay. You can go ahead and roll that, and then also you were wanting to do something else that my brain just forgot.
Yeah, I wanted to look at
The coins.
The coins.
Yeah, that will be a separate thing.
I believe.
Maybe somebody else
Natty
should...
20 with a 27.
She finds holes
Yeah.
in things. She found all his secrets. They just came falling out of his ears.
Yeah, actually, in his ear. No. In
The Chuck
in
E.
the
Cheese
seam of
tokens.
the boot of Gilnick, you find like a small lump, and you cut it open. There's a hidden pocket with a small pouch. In the pouch is this kind of thick, gray, sandy, textured material that smells pungent.
Oh. Let's hit that.
This is interesting. Have I seen something like that before?
Make a intelligence check.
Just straight intelligence?
Yeah.
Does it smell like the herbs burning around us?
It does not. It smells distinctly different.
Oh.
23.
You've not come across this before. But you know people who have spoke about certain powders like this before with pungent smells, and if this is what they've spoken of, it can be used to blow up rocks, to excavate areas for mining. It can be used mostly to blow things up. If it gets hot, if it's exposed to flame.
Interesting.
What is that?
Don't know.
Oh, okay. Well, can I see it, or it is a secret? Did she actually put it in her pocket?
Yeah.
What is she doing?
Just putting it in her pocket and
While she's
continuing to look.
Zai would just kind of raise her eyebrows, like, this is very unusual for Ori, and I don't really get it, but okay, cool. And I'm gonna ask about that later.
The coin. What languages do you speak?
Not very many, but I can do comprehend languages, I think.
Okay.
Word.
Oh, wait, hold on. No, I can't.
Okay.
I think I need to prepare it.
I
I speak Common and Dwarvish,
Okay. You do not understand the language here.
and I'm a gnome.
So we each have one of these coins,
It's
right?
also not. So Mert grabbed one,
Yeah, Mert
and then
grabbed
I
one.
would have grabbed the rest. Ori wanted one.
I would take one. I'm
I would
really
take one
interested
over.
just in the metal.
Okay.
I'd like a
Metal
coin.
and rose gold. So.
Okay.
There's 6 of us. We each get one coin.
Sure,
Cool.
I can hand the
was
coins
my
out to
rationale.
anyone when he comes. When
That was Mert
Greg
rationale.
Leaf comes back, he can have a coin.
I think Visa's just
Oh,
casually casting
trophy.
Frostbolt outside of the clearing just to cool the fires.
As you guys are distributing the coins and kind of looking at them, there's a kind of squelching sound repetitively for a second or two before there's a ripping sound. Valish, got it.
Throw the head.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's about right, I guess.
How much was the reward on him?
I would cast Sacred Flame and cauterize the wound, so it is. It's
Nice.
very nice for transporting hits.
Yeah.
You're
very
cooking
nice.
the head.
It didn't say, but I'm sure it's You know, if they put bounties up on that board, it's usually for good money.
So are we splitting it 7 ways then?
Yeah, I assume so.
Great.
Now, what do you think he was poaching out here? It didn't really seem like the hunting type, I guess.
Regular animals, likely. I mean, deer and rabbits and other stuff live out here.
Why would he
They
do that
do.
here and not in any other forest that is not trying to kill him?
I guess he lives here, and it's obviously not trying to kill him.
He did say it was his forest. I don't know what that means.
Is there a chance that this charge of poaching was, subterfuge for like something else?
Possibly, but I mean, whoever put in that bounty, we'd have to ask them. And they don't give out that information freely.
Just seemed like a very creepy kind of fellow to be just out here hunting.
Oh, I'm sure he was, if people knew about him, I'm sure he'd be wanted for more. But it seems like he was, came off as fairly innocuous. I did not expect all of that from him.
Now,
He was just
Are
someone
these
who lived
forests in
out
some ways protected?
the forest protects itself.
No, I mean, like, is there some kind of a governing body that tries to keep people out of this forest?
No,
I just don't understand what he was poaching. If there's
he was
you
poaching
see-
regular animals.
like,
but-
are they the king's deer?
No. I think I explained this earlier. Whenever these other animals, these less savory animals, are deprived of flesh to eat, they sometimes wander outside of said forest.
I see. So
So I
you're really
believe
not
there was
supposed to
an
hunt
attack.
anything.
Yeah, I believe there were an attack or two, and it was brought to the attention of maybe the Windwoad guardsmen there or something.
Must have missed that. At
Yeah.
least the understanding of it.
But
What does the coin say?
what languages do you speak?
Infernal and primordial and common?
You don't know.
We speak Elvish.
Mm-hmm.
Can we read it?
No.
Is it orcish looking?
Visa, what do you got?
Let me put it up. I have Goblin.
It's not a goblin.
Darn. Worth a shot.
Pretty good variety covered here.
We honestly do.
Let's see. Celestial, Common, Druidic, Elvish.
Have you recognized the language?
Wow.
What,
Did any of us
Swedish?
recognize the script? Because I know that there's a distinction in that you won't be able to read the words, but they do. Some of the languages do share scripts.
Mert would recognize the script.
Ooh.
Okay.
What's the script?
Are you asking Falosh?
I mean, sure.
I mean, you don't have to. I was just wondering. He's not really paying attention, so he hasn't gone over to look at the coins. You don't know what script. It's just you know that it's related to Goblin in some form or fashion.
Would I know what other languages are related?
No,
Okay.
you are a goblin.
Fair.
Um,
What I've heard, overheard conversations in goblin camps from some of the higher ups is what I'm getting at.
This is a script. It's not like a written language.
Fair.
It's just like so. It's like some languages have roots in other languages in terms of how you write it.
Well, I think Mert would go up to how FTH whatever. Phalon. Yeah, I'd go up to him and like show him the coin and ask about it.
Can you read this?
Yeah, it's in Orcish.
Ah.
But well, where'd you get these?
They were on his body.
Well, that's another wrinkle.
What does it say?
Oh, it says dignity above all, savagery is a must. It's these are the coins of Nagbuz.
okay, so this is all coming together then, I guess. You mentioned that he probably had some business there.
that, or he took it off some bodies, but it seemed like he mentioned that he doesn't really. He'd been watching me apparently.
Yeah.
So I don't think he really messes with the folk in Nagbuz unless apparently if you bring Nagbuz natives into the forest.
These Nagboods mostly orcs there. Is that the people that mostly reside there?
About, 60% half orcs, 40% half elves, give or take.
And they get along together peacefully.
Well, yeah.
I've never been there. I do not know how they operate.
That's fine.
Do these coins have a specific purpose?
Oh, yeah. Nagbuz operates on a barter system. That's more of a token of trust.
Is it good that we have these, or do we need to earn?
Well, I mean, you have them. Whether you can spend them is up to the council. They, that's a social contract that you sign being from Nagbuz. As outsiders, I don't know if you'd be able to cash in and sit.
Proper for us to take them to the council and offer them to them as a sign of goodwill or a gesture.
Oh, that's a great idea. Sure.
How many did you have on him?
6.
6? I think Visa would ask,
What sort of implication is it that an individual would have 6 or more of these?
Oh, no implication. Some things cost a little trust, some things cost a lot of trust.
Where does 6 lie on that scale?
6 is, a good amount.
Alright.
But, you can spend those in multiple places,
So it just lends credence to our theory that our friend Gilneck here is into more than minor dealings.
Possibly. But yeah, keep them, hold on to them, take them as souvenirs if you get out of here alive. I don't know.
Okay, well.
The rest of y'all want to go back down, I can finish that off my watch here.
I don't think I will be sleeping anymore tonight, but it's all right.
I'll take you up on that.
Visa's pretty beat up.
I'll finish out the wash with you, Greg.
Oh, shoot.
Wait. Are you tiefling?
Right now? No,
Yeah.
I got helmet on
Okay,
still.
cool. I was about to be like, what the heck? Okay, cool. I'll finish it out with you, Brig. The rest of your watch goes very smoothly. Aside from about an hour in, the beings returning to silently watch from the fog.
Do not like them.
Morning comes, and what little light there is that trickles through the fog makes its way into your camp. All right, blindfolds again, I assume.
Alright.
I would
I think I've
recommend
seen
we
enough.
try and move it double time, just because this seems like this forest is getting kind of dangerous.
Sure.
Is anyone opposed to that?
No, I think that is probably a good idea.
Yeah. If
Okay.
Sightseeing's not much fuss anyways.
if the short-legged one needs, we can take turns.
I can walk pretty fast. I should be okay.
Okay.
Visa's gonna spend a little bit of time before they get going scooping up some of the ash and mud into a little pouch.
Okay. And this is why you don't bring donkeys into the Faded Timberlands, by the way. Now we know.
Would they get eaten?
Yeah.
Ah.
Yeah, they would. They would got eaten.
Before we go, can I try to make a sleight of hand check to snatch whatever pouch of herbs that this now headless corpse probably has on it?
Oh, yeah, you did find herbs on it
Oh.
for cigarettes. But that's up to you if you wanted to take that or not.
Yeah,
I would
of
like
course.
to take them, but would he be looking out for that, or?
So, this is retroactive, and I apologize.
I would have taken everything I found.
Zai would have found and taken said herbs
all of things.
already.
Yeah,
Great.
Because I think
Awesome.
I think the day before Breg had already pointed out the herbs to the Githyanki siblings. Because he said, be cautious about it, but just take a pinch at a time.
Oh no, he's taking the cigarettes off the dead body.
I know, but that's just why Zai would know to look for them.
Yes.
I was specifically looking for those. When you said the small little bag, I was like, ooh, is it the herbs? But it wasn't. It was something else. Explodies. So are
Like
you doing that to
gunpowders.
try to steal them from me?
No, I was going to
he
steal
just
them from
make
the
sure we
body. I
got
don't go. As long as somebody gets them.
Oh, okay.
Word.
Is there anything else we're doing before a day of travel?
Blindfolds on.
Double speed.
Blindfolds on. Double speed. As fast as we can go.
Does anyone have a story that they want to tell us from their own lives while we travel? Because I am getting bored to tears. Or just tell a story or sing a song or something. I don't care.
As you guys are going through the forest, you hear about half of Falosh saying, "Wouldn't be able to." Half of it. Wait, as your hearing fades in and out. You guys start to break into a light jog through the forest as he leads you on, covering what you think is probably a good amount of ground over the course of this pace. Sweat starting to mix and mingle with the fog that swirls around you, your heart beating elevated, and a day of travel commences. And it's pretty grueling running at this speed for hours on end. But eventually, your feet, intermittently sore and numb, eventually stop. Another day of travel commenced. You're able to take off your blindfolds. Well, we made pretty good time. Probably a day and a half at this speed.
That is not bad.
Are we able to keep up this pace?
I think so.
Right, you
Yeah, we'll get there.
you clearing problems.
It's been a long day.
Well, we can slow it down, but we are making a significant amount of noise as we run through the forest now, which means it might be unwise to slow down now.
Oh,
Yeah, I
God.
think the quicker we can get out of here, the safer we'll be in the long run.
All right.
I agree.
Well, let's double up on watches tonight, as again we made some noise, but we should be fine.
Zai, how are you liking these soft leather shoes that I have forced you to wear?
I am trying not to think about it, and they are just on my feet.
But are they? You feel they are maybe protecting your feet while we are running in?
Yes, but that is the problem, because they are protecting my feet, and so my feet are getting soft and squishy inside, and now they cannot protect themselves.
I think they are okay. I am feeling great about these boots.
This is really just Liz and Molly arguing about shoes.
Check it.
The crux of the argument. Do we have
to be perfect.
volunteers for first watch?
Mark can go first watch.
Martin has dark vision?
Yeah.
I would go with Mark then.
Okay. Can I also have someone just roll a d20 for me?
I do it. 9.
Go ahead and make your perception checks. Cool. Disadvantage for Liz and Mert.
Fog.
Yep.
Fog roll. Oh, that's not bad for a disadvantage. It is a total of 22.
Oh, 14.
14 and 22. The fog rolls in thicker in the evening. You hear cracks and stone clatters in the night. Sounds of motion. No stillness here as things peruse their surroundings. You hear the occasional kind of pig dog-like snort of the fog dogs somewhere out there, closing in. And once again, these deformed humanoids congregate outside your circle. You hear from time to time soft groans and moans from them, but nothing else.
I think Mert will probably whisper, like, audible, but, like, not super audible.
Mhm.
Over, like,
Do you think it's scarier knowing what's on the other side of that fog?
she would like just look at him and nod her head. Like, I don't want to talk about this. I just want to keep my eyeballs open. Yes, it is. Definitely, let's not talk about it. Let's not talk about it. Like, maybe like really big eyes and just kind of look at him and like nod once really slowly and then like put her finger to her mouth and just like look back at the
Creepers.
Well, I certainly think it's kind of scary what's on the other side of that fog.
Trying to
She
fill the
would
space.
just like pat him a little bit, and that would be it.
Mert, you're waxing on the horrors around you fall on not deaf ears, but unwanting and uncooperative ears.
On ears that want to keep us alive, I know. Thank
And your watch ends.
Yeah, I think Mert would also kind of wax philosophically about like those poor souls that got lost and are just kind of stuck in this vibe. That's really kind of like the majority of his focus.
Mert continues to yammer on a little bit. His eyes probably frustration.
I mean, if he kept yammering, at some point I would just like put my hand over his mouth. if you're really gonna, if it's just like intermittent or whatever, like a couple times, but if you like kept trying to make conversation to like keep yourself okay, eventually I would probably just take him and like put my hand over his mouth and just like refuse to be quiet. Which I don't know if you actually have to be or not, but I would definitely think that we have to be quiet.
For second watch, who do I have?
I'll go.
Okay. Go ahead and roll a perception check at disadvantage.
I'll sign up there.
Okay, Breg as well. Leaf, Breg, Leaf.
15.
15.
I think that's a 16. Oh, at disadvantage.
Oh, is
Shoot.
that what disadvantage? Oh,
Oh, okay, it's a 16 with disadvantage.
15. I rolled 13 twice.
Word.
Cool.
The figures remain motionless but present. And you guys glimpse off in the distance just the hint, the glow of red eyes stalking through the forest. About, fog dog height. Your watch.
Think we ought to go out there and check it out?
No. We should stay right here.
Oh, relax. I'm not going out there. I hope you wouldn't either.
Not feeling it. It's a little ominous, and we did just fight potentially that last night.
Oh, for
so.
sure. I don't want to ever see one of those again for the rest of my days.
Well,
I'm
we
sure.
are seeing it right now, so I
Oh,
don't know what that means to you.
it could be anything. I know. We know what it is.
No, I'm pretty sure that's what it is.
Yeah. I guess we could throw a rock at it. Probably can't come in here.
Not a good idea.
No, it's a
because-
terrible idea, but a tempting one nonetheless. Chomping on my leg yesterday. Yeah.
Yep. Probably not a good idea.
I can lapse at the silence with that one.
You eventually lose sight of the red glows. Multiple catch the light before seemingly disappearing into the night, and your watch comes and goes peacefully. Third watch.
I'll take it.
Me so okay.
Make a perception check at disadvantage.
Was Falosh on any of these watches?
It's not.
No.
Oh.
Oh, yeah,
What?
he would be. He said double up. He's being cautious now.
Hmm.
Disadvantage. Yeah, he rolled that. What do you got?
18.
18?
17.
17. You guys keep a keen eye out, and even in the roiling fog, are able to make through some of the trees into the forest itself. It seemed to have died down since earlier in the night as you got the reports from the other watches of what was happening, and all is still. What was it? 17 and 18?
18.
Visa. Far above, somewhere in the trees, there's a rhythmic disturbance of fog. 1, 2, 3, and it just kind of travels across your field of vision.
Like something is wafting, or
Yes,
like a tail is wagging, or like wings are flapping.
something is disturbing it in a way that's
in a moving pattern or in one spot.
in a moving pattern. And
Like
it
there's
is
a
rhythmic.
break in the.
Yes, it's 1 disturbance. There's a beat. 2, there's a beat. 3, 4, 5, 6. It travels across your field of view.
Cool. Visa pointed out to the other two.
Well, never seen that.
Does it look like a big eagle's wings? Like a big bird?
I mean, possibly. You looking out for the large eagles for some reason?
Well, yes, we have. My sister and I, we have bonded birds from Sambul in
Oh yeah.
in Esvolna, and just I think we had recently summoned the birds because we wanted to share what we were doing. And anyway, I hope that they will not be hurt in this horrible forest.
Oh, well, they might be looking for you. I mean, this forest protects against a lot of magics that locate folk.
Mm,
It's hard to locate someone in here with magic.
interesting.
By hard, I mean impossible, but
Okay. How many days you think until we are out of here?
like I said, about 1.5 more days of fast movement, travel.
I'm gonna pat Zek on the shoulder and say, "Cheer up! They are the slowest birds of all time. Do remember."
Are you sleeping?
I'm sure they'll catch up eventually.
I thought we fixed that.
We did fix it. We fixed it immediately because I realized birds are jets.
Yep.
But I mean, it could be that. It could be something entirely different. Who knows? It's a weird forest, as you can tell.
That is very true.
I mean, no one knows how it really got this way anyway.
Mm.
But it is this way.
Maybe my sister can do some researching and we get to know about its origins.
Might be
I am
helpful.
curious.
But yeah, should be a brisk jog and another night of sleeping, and then we should be able to get out of here right quick.
What kind of hair does Felash have?
He has black hair that's kind of threaded in kind of a knot that then tumbles down around one shoulder.
Felash, would you like me to give you like a different arrangement of your dreads?
Well, I see you two.
We
You
just-
braid each other's hair. Is that like a symbol of something with your folk?
Well, it is practical because one wants to have majestic tresses, but they are not always practical and convenient for battle or travel. So we have, given ourselves arrangements that make sense for the blindfold. I don't know, for all this running, would you like to have them maybe
Sure.
tied up so
Put it
they
up
are
for
not
me. Yeah.
they're not waiting on your head?
Why not?
Also, it is a show of companionship.
Oh, well that. Yeah.
He would twist the dreads into a really cool top knot situation that's maybe Felash did not know that his hair could do that.
Get that higher.
And he has a couple of little rings or whatever that help. They're Like they're not gaudy, like they're
Yeah.
like very simple, but just kind of like pin it together just a little bit to make it stay. Like it's got like a
Love
really
that.
dope view now.
He pulls out like a small cigarette tin that is reflective and kind of holds it up to the firelight. Yeah, it looks good. And then, yeah, it is, it's a sign of companionship and kinship among your people, and that's nice. So,
All those will be cooler for running all day.
well, I appreciate it. I like you folk as well. I hope that things turn out well in Nagbooks. Yeah, I'm sure it will. Starts to look up at the sun starting to permeate in places through the trees. Well, got a hard day of running. Lisa, Zach, you want to wake your friend and
Sure.
get going?
Get going.
All right, blindfolds on. Try and tell a story if you can, Breg.
Oh, hey, cool hair.
Oh, thanks. Zach did it for me.
You did a good job, right?
Yes, it looks very good. It would be very nice for running all day.
Yeah,
Keep
and
you much cooler than the way that
the
you
fog
fit
will
it.
kind of cool my neck.
Exactly. Works very well.
Could one of you guys do mine later?
Oh,
definitely.
worry. Yes.
She has such good hair.
Yes, we would love to.
There's so much.
She has dreads too, right?
Mhm.
Okay.
Mert's just gonna rub his bald head.
I know there are magic tonics for that, right?
Do goblins ever grow hair or they're all bald?
I've never seen goblins with hair.
I don't think I've seen goblins with hair in any D&D.
Chris, do you want your goblin to grow hair?
Maybe you could like somebody can eventually take something and like grow you a mohawk.
Give me a beard or a belt of dwarven kind.
Your blindfolds are attached, and you guys are able to once again quickly make your way through the forest. I have a D20 roll, and also what's everyone's passive perception?
18.
Same as always. 10.
12.
13.
I'll roll.
14.
17.
17.
You just read it down. 16.
Okay.
For that.
As you guys start to make your way through the forest at pretty considerable speed, some of you notice, those of you with probably a passive 15 or higher, that there are rhythmic crunching and disturbance sounds in the underbrush following you. Even with the intermittent hearing loss, you are being pursued.
DM question. At a fast pace, is it possible to make stealth checks?
Stealth checks? No.
Okay.
You cannot be stealthy. Well, I think you roll a disadvantage.
I didn't know if that was normal speed at disadvantage or if it's fast pace at disadvantage.
Let me just double check.
Up to you.
In the meantime, my passive does not reach 15 because Leaf is sweating and panting and having a really hard time as we jog.
Plus that panting is probably echoing inside of your helmet.
Yeah, I mean, the helmet does not help.
I don't believe there's actually any time where you can't roll stealth. Or no, you can't roll stealth except for slow pace. That's the only time you're able to use stealth. So
Cool, good.
Definitely not. Can I be close to Falash in the line?
yeah,
Can I like quietly enough like whisper and be like, should we just keep going?
yeah, they're not. I mean, they're not going to catch us today, and we'll have to circle up. It's fine, I think.
Should we just keep going?
Yeah, maybe run faster, everyone. You hear?
Oh
I would grab Quivers like close to me and try to like get them closer to me and faster.
I mean,
no. That's me. I nominate myself.
yeah, Mert can run pretty quick comparatively.
You pick up the heavy frame of Breg, which is light underneath, and
I
it's Leaf.
only have a 25-foot movement, so
That's
Are
true.
you inside your
What speed does Mick have?
Mick? And does he have a
I
fast
don't-
movement?
I don't know what.
You should have 30.
Is he like loud and clangy?
I mean, maybe.
Yeah, if he's faster, like, or he could probably just be riding.
Yeah.
That's kind of what I assumed you were doing.
Okay.
Or on him.
Yeah.
Field
right on him.
Defenders.
I haven't fastened something.
40 feet
For
speed.
that, yeah.
They're fast.
Oh, okay. Then I'll
Goodness.
just ride with Nick.
Bro! There you go.
You should make yourself like a little like baby carrier backpack.
Yeah,
So you can be on the outside
thinking about
eventually.
doing something. Yeah,
You got plenty of displacer beast leather.
I do
Could be working in there.
have a lot of. I can't.
Not that there's anything to see in this.
I mean, good luck holding your hands straight while Mick's running at full speed.
You guys speed up, increasing your pace even further, intermittently sprinting and jogging, trying to keep ahead of whatever is behind you. And the day
How
passes.
do we know when to do that?
I'm sorry?
How do we know when to pick up the speed and when not to?
You're picking up the speed based on stamina here. It's like,
No, I mean, like,
I'm going to
we're all
run really fast
blindfolded.
until I can't.
Well, okay. But we've been following directions before. Are we still just listening to Phelosh yell at us?
You are following the person in front of you who is tied to you.
Oh.
Yeah, I've assumed that we kept tying ourselves to each other every day.
Sounds about right.
Okay. I knew we had done that. I didn't know if we were still doing that. I'm
Yes.
sorry. Okay.
I can just imagine us like being pushed and pulled
Oh,
like
it's
while
very
we're
much-
trying to
Oh,
run
yeah,
you guys are
as fast as
constantly
we
That's like,
getting
can.
I can see, yeah. That's like what I said. Like I can see Sai, like, okay, whoever is close to me, I'm just going
Yeah.
to help you out.
Pick up the
and,
rope and
Less variables,
we're going
yes.
to run faster.
Yep.
You're kind of tugging me. I'm sorry. It's not better for you.
But
eventually-
keeping pace.
Phelosh does call a halt. Don't open your blindfolds yet. We've been running for a long time, and we can take a rest here if you want, or we can just run for another, 5 hours through the night.
I'm good.
You want to rest, or you want to run? What are you saying?
Well, I'm not running, so I'm good.
Can we run without once it is dark? We need to have the fires though, right?
I mean, it gets exponentially more dangerous the longer we keep running at night, but we'll be able to get out of here in about 5 hours. So just, risk reward here.
Hey, can I
Can
make a
we-
perception check?
Sure.
See if we hear anything hot on our heels.
You don't have to make a perception check. You hear them.
Ooh.
Are those gonna get us inside the circle?
No.
But they'll get us outside the circle.
Yeah, and they are running fast, so let's make a decision here.
We should probably rest.
We should light the fires. Can we run with torches? Would that do anything?
Well, again, I have rules I have to follow.
So you can't move with the fires lit.
No, I can. You can't. You can't have possession of.
Okay. So only you could hold the torch, and that would not be
Correct.
sufficient.
No.
So we really have to stop, right?
We'll stop.
We should stop.
Pulling out his herbs. He's like looking over his shoulder as the sounds are growing louder.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's-
Like, get them.
yeah.
Can I help you light them? Let's get them.
Yeah. I'll bend the rules. We can't break them. We'll bend them. You start setting up the wicker baskets, and you are able
go
to.
around and like flint them.
Yeah,
Okay.
and easy enough. The circle is made. You hear fairly close. The sounds in the dark stop and start to kind of crunch rhythmically in a circle around your group,
Don't like that.
stalking.
Ugh.
Are they the
See the
same kinds
eyeballs?
of things that we've seen before?
You can barely make out some red eyes of various
Boy,
hyena.
they don't quit.
These fog dogs are very interested.
And they got a taste, I guess.
Well, and apparently he's been hunting all the deer around here, so they're probably hungry.
Mm.
Well, that's unfortunate.
It'd be nice if they ate. He motions at the disfigured humanoids, but they don't like the taste of them.
Oh, those are corporeal? I thought they were like ghosts.
Oh no, they're very real.
Well, I know they're real. I just didn't know you could reach out and
No,
touch them.
they are physically real. Yeah.
Is that like what
Oh,
feeling was
no.
if we were here by ourselves?
Oh yeah.
How fast does that happen to go from like a person like me to something like that?
I haven't counted it, but I think it varies based on the constitution and drive of one.
So like a couple of days, a couple of years?
Oh, a week maybe.
Well, that is very fast.
Of being in the fog?
Yeah, I mean you feel it after a day or two, and
Have you ever felt it just to see what it feels like?
of course not.
Is it the kind of thing that once it starts, you cannot stop it?
I don't know. Never felt it.
I thought, okay, wait, didn't he say that there's like a force of people from Nagbas that are sent into the forest without herbs as a trial, but he's not one of those people.
Correct.
Okay.
As we're starting up camp, I think with this, the known presence being fog dogs around us, Visa is going to have contemplated, prepared a different spell, and is going to try something.
Okay.
Initial cast, he's going to wait until he spots a pair of those red eyes, and he's going to try casting Animal Friendship.
Okay.
To see if it
Hey.
takes hold.
Let me just do a quick check on this.
So it
Fog dogs.
specifically says beast.
Fog dog check.
You want
If
the
it is-
fog dog
if it is-
friend?
If it is not beast type, then it won't work.
He
Yes.
said if you make friends with this fog dog, what we will name it?
So as you reach out with your
It's a monstrosity.
nature-based magic, you tap into the power of the earth, the power of the fae.
Just trying to sense like the natural feel of the ground and see if there's a connection there to the creatures.
You try and ping this thing's brain through its paws, its hooves, also connected to the ground, and are sharply rebuffed.
It's probably a monstrosity.
Something just unnatural or unanimal. And then leave it at that.
Unfriendly for sure.
Alright, well, okay. Yeah, watches are necessary right now. I will say that.
Why are you so concerned now and you were not that concerned a few nights ago?
Well, they got a taste for us, like someone said. I didn't expect them to really notice us too much, and then we made a big fireball and fought Gilnick, and yeah, things have noticed us in this forest, and there are other things besides these other beings in here. They
That
live
can
deeper
possibly
in.
get through our little barrier from the fog.
Well, we don't go where the things that can get through the barrier live, but yeah.
Well, I'm feeling alright. From our days running, I will take first watch.
Okay, I'll join you.
I think Mert will probably stay on first watch just to like let the exhaustion get him to sleep later.
Sure. Let it set in.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, Faylash.
At disadvantage.
Oh.
Cool. 16.
13. Last in at 20.
Pacing. Waiting. The hyenas surround you, weaving through the immobile, standing beings. Eventually, they start to wander off a little bit, one by one. There's still a good 4 or 5 left, where there were 12. Your watch comes and goes. Second watch.
Okay.
Worried? Go ahead and roll at disadvantage because fog.
Is somebody else watching with me?
Yeah, I would go with Ori if no one else will. Yeah.
Does I remember to braid the hair, or is I distracted?
Absolutely. No,
Okay.
I would. This is why I'm
Very
very
quietly.
11.
Ooh,
11.
Gross. 6.
6. You guys.
Oh.
Focused on the hair.
I rolled the natural 20, but that was the high roll.
Right. Oh, yeah, I rolled a 19 in
I also lost an at 20.
You guys are pointed out the 4 stalking predators in the fog, but quickly lose sight of them as you become a little bit distracted braiding the hair, and a little bit distracted by your own inward thoughts on the last few days, the matters at hand.
Sorry for cutting you off earlier when I found that pouch. I'm not fully sure what it is, but my guess is something really powerful. And there's a lot of people around, and I don't always trust people with something that's powerful. So I think it can cause explosions. Big booms.
First, can I perceive any change in the animals around us when she's speaking?
Change in the animals?
Yeah, like,
Oh, yeah.
do they stop moving? Do I stop hearing crunches? Do I, like, is there...
Not with the 6.
Okay, cool. It's okay, Ori. We can talk about it later sometime. It's okay.
I just, wanted to let you know that I wasn't being secretive. I was just
Being secretive from other people.
being cautious.
Yeah, that is fine. Kind of trying to as considerately as I can, hush her.
Sure.
I don't know if she gets the hint or not.
Yeah.
Thankfully, your watch comes and goes uninterrupted.
What'd you put in my hair?
Oh, there would be like an assortment of like a few different little rings, and she would have probably like gathered most of it up, but maybe like knowing Ori, like into maybe some intricate braids kind of like spiraling around, so it's like up and out of her face, but like still cool and beautiful, and like probably some extra little rings. And like restyled whatever Ori, because Ori had like some gems or things.
She
right?
has lots of things.
Yes.
Yeah, so she probably like just
had plenty of things.
little trinket things.
It's like, here,
Just
stick this in my
Put
hair.
it in here. That's cool.
I have this thing.
Shiny.
Who do I have for third watch? Visa, and that's it.
No, I'm here.
Okay.
Me.
Go ahead.
17.
9.
No.
Aiden, you're using real dice today.
Yeah, I remembered to get them from downstairs.
There's no activity. But the voice of Snip creeps into your head, Greg / Leaf.
This Falosh is leading us to our doom.
We must
Flee, brother.
Do you have some alternative?
Yes, you have the herbs.
turn back.
I have the smallest amount of herbs. I don't have nearly enough to navigate my way back through the woods. You stupid?
Look, I know a trap when I see one. This
Well-
Falosh, he's untrustworthy.
Look, that makes 2 of us on that. I don't exactly go around trusting this fellow one bit. Same goes for most folk in uniform, but at the same time, I don't exactly have good alternatives, and I really, really want to see Naku's.
Herbs are there, take them. You feel like a mental tug towards one of the braziers.
Oh, I'm going to.
Take
I
them
gotta
now.
talk to the old.
Take them now and leave.
I'm gonna say this part out loud. Gotta talk to the old man first.
Visa, you hear a small outburst.
Just kind of turn a little bit towards Leaf.
Hey, can you keep a secret?
Sure.
All right, good. He's just gonna lean over and fish out again an amount that wouldn't be noticeable beyond the burning.
Sure.
These are big braziers, so I assume I can get some out of it.
Yeah. You can.
It's not my fault the words are pronounced the same.
I say brazier.
I thought it was brazier
Yeah.
and brazier.
Is it not brazier?
It's
there's
brazier.
There's
Are
forget
they
it.
spelled the same?
No.
No, they're not
There's
spelled the
a
same.
Z.
There's a Z.
Braziers.
Oh.
It's braziers?
Brazier.
Like Frasier, but
Yeah,
with the
yeah.
like Frazier, but brazier, yes. But you can
All
say
right.
brazier. It's fine. I'm here for it.
I made a fool out of myself on this audio product.
I thought you were doing it on purpose because you said it so like this here brazier.
I
thought it was like
I always
funny
thought
that
like
you were making.
the difference in enunciation was like pretty subtle between the two, but if I could just say brazier, then I'm going with that.
Yeah.
I think
just looked it up.
brazier
It's
is
brazier.
also acceptable.
brazier.
I thought it was brazier, but I will gladly go with brazier. That never
I
happened.
was like, no.
Yeah.
That's like one
Hit
of
us
those
up on
words that I've
Discord with
only
that
read. Like no one talks about braziers in real life.
Right.
So it's
Yeah,
like,
I've only seen them written down.
I don't know how.
It's like when you read a fantasy book,
Yeah.
who knows how to say those names.
Anyway,
Okay.
you
all
take out
said and
a
done,
small chunk.
and I put it in my little coin purse and say, I've been gathering little bits and pieces in case we need to make a hasty escape. I also saw Zai snag some of those cigarettes from the corpse.
Ah,
So I think we're in pretty good shape if we need to hot-foot it anywhere.
Lisa just nods.
he is unmoved by this, brother. We must leave.
Oh.
Leave him behind. He is elderly.
This guy.
I think that there is just kind of a moment of silence around the campfire. Visa, are there still those wandering fellas out there?
Yes.
You mind if I try something here real quick?
If you leave the braziers up, then go right ahead.
I'm not touching them. I'm gonna go to the edge of the ring and I'm gonna cast Mage Hand and see if I can get into their pockets.
They don't have pockets.
Aren't they?
What are they then? You said they were people.
They're made of flesh.
Like they're
Oh,
naked.
they're just gloopy flesh.
They're just
then.
gloopy flesh. They are folds of skin.
Oh,
Everything is worse.
You could help one out a little bit with the sag.
Dig into a fold a little bit.
I don't think I'm going
Like
into
a brazier.
Full circle.
Okay, well, knowing that, I think that he's like approached the side and he hasn't like paid much attention, and he's like realizing, oh, these aren't like rumpled clothes. This is just flesh.
Oh.
All right, never mind.
Wobbly bits.
I just saw him out there and thought maybe I could get some identifier off him. I don't know. Coins or something. I'm not sure.
Ah,
You lapse into silence. And as you do so, you just hear in your head again,
you are a fool, brother. But we are tied. I will help you still. For my own sake.
Gee, thanks.
You are welcome.
Snip lapses into silence.
Oh, thank goodness.
The rest of your watch happens slowly. You do hear the occasional break of twigs or disturbance of underbrush, but greatly diminished from the first watch. Light filters in. Falosh yawns. Okay, well, who's ready for the last bit?
Me, I'm ready. Let's
Ready to
get
get out of here? Okay, blindfolds on.
Very quickly.
You guys spend the first half of the morning in a mad dash northward through the fog. Your senses dulled, your body simultaneously aching and numb. The sounds of chasing predators growing loud right behind you, and then fading to nothingness in your ears. Eventually,
Can I, as we're like running, from the back, I think that Leaf is just going to be throwing out random thaumaturgies and random directions that sound like footsteps.
There you go. Yeah, easy enough to do, and it seems like some of when you do hear, it seems like some of those pursuing fog dogs break off and follow your random thaumaturgies. But eventually, you start to come to a slow jog and then jog to a stop. All right, you can take your blindfolds off.
I think that Breg just like reaches up under his helmet. Not Breg, Leaf now. Leaf reaches up under his helmet and just kind of tears it off. It's a look around.
You stand at the edge of the forest, the fog drifting out behind you. And in front of you is just this kind of small glade leading up to rising hills. Rising to your left towards the west, where the hills terminate, are mountains. Large, imposing, gray, snow-capped. And to your right, the forest curls north and east. Well, welcome to the Greenwich Hills. Happy to have you. You made it. Congrats.
So I would like just be wide-eyed in disbelief that we like survived that and like just take a really big deep breath in and probably like murmur a prayer like under her breath.
We can go a bit slower from here on out.
Yeah, Brig.
Oh, thank you.
Brig, are you okay? Do you need some help with your body and your breathing?
I am not too proud to say yes. Yes, I need help. Maybe you could just, if we keep walking, I'll just hold on to you for a while, if that's okay.
That is fine. I could carry you for a little bit.
Okay, that's great. Just drapes over you.
She'd like pick him up like a sack of potatoes. No,
Are you that strong?
I don't know. I'm so used to being strong. I'm like, actually, I don't know how strong I am.
Oh yeah, you're just used to Belle's strong.
I am. I'm used to being. I'm not that strong.
Isn't that great? I can carry you.
Zach will carry you.
I would try to pick him up and carry him over both my shoulders, and probably.
You don't have to. I just need to help to limp along. You don't have to carry me.
Come here.
No, you don't have to carry me either.
I am going to carry you. And he would scoop you up. Maybe
I'm in no condition to stop
Zach
this.
style and like pat the helmet. Here we go. It's okay, friend.
I have nothing I can do to stop this.
You got all their muscles. What are you talking about?
Yep, I'm very strong. Great for a short burst. I'm more of a sprinter.
That is fair.
He's a weak constitution.
Yeah, must be. I'm glad you wear that blindfold then. Alright, should be quite easy from here. We just pass through the hills and into the Gadrigal Vale, and we're there.
The what? The Gadrigal
It's a valley, in Gadrigal Valley, Vale.
Vale.
Mm.
The Gadrigal Vale. Okay.
But yeah. We need to stop for a breather, or do we need to just keep going and you're gonna limp and be carried and whatnot?
I think we can keep going.
I think we can rest as soon as we get to the tavern.
Lisa? Oh, okay, that is an option.
There's a tavern.
How far is it now?
Right?
Yeah, no inns, but there are taverns.
Should we be prepared for any issues when we go to Nautilus?
They'll likely take you to Drugar Square pretty straight away.
Like as a
What does this
prisoners,
mean?
or as like this is common like protocol for guests, or like there is no such thing as a guest. What are you doing here?
There's no such thing as a guest. What are you doing here?
Okay.
Yeah.
So
I
maybe
understood.
we should rest before that, or
Well,
like.
we got day travel before.
Okay.
Okay,
That's
so
what
let's-
yeah. So we've gotten out of the forest by like noon or something.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you got about a day's travel. You'll have to rest, and then you'll have about half day.
Okay, let's
before
keep
you
going.
arrive.
Yeah, that sounds great.
You guys make your way slowly up into the hills that rise on the horizon. These are kind of rocky, craggy hills with thick tufts of like green, yellowy turf that gets pretty high. Think kind of like Scotland Highlands hills.
We're starting to get cold.
Yes.
And that is where we will pick up next time on the Roll Slayers podcast.